name's Diane. You're currently watching the Just Kidding Around show. Thank you so much for joining us. Each week we introduce our home audience to different crafts and hobbies that can be enjoyed by the entire family. This week we are inviting a local, may I call you a celebrity of sorts?
Well, I don't know about celebrity.
This is Diane Gail, and Diane Gail is the founder, the creator of the Mariah Art School. And she has been generous enough to loan us some of her time. Thank you, Diane.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, we haven't done a show for a while.
That's right, and I'm so glad to see you today and have a fun day doing the show.
Yeah, it will be fun. Before we get started, could we look in the camera and say hi to somebody?
Well, I'd love to say hi to my son who's serving in Iraq.
Oh, he's still there?
Well, it's back for a second tour.
Oh, because he was there when we did our last show.
Oh, wow.
And I'd like to say hello to all the students at South Bay Elementary. Hi. And a big shout out to Mr. Feeney. Hi, Mr. Feeney. So with that, let's get started.
Oh, great. Well, you know, right now it is winter, and I realize that you will see this in the spring, but tuck this in for an idea for next year. We're working with red earth clay today. It's called terracotta. And we're starting with 2 sticks that are the same thickness. And the reason to do this is that we're going to roll out a slab. And we want our slab to be a consistent thickness. So if you have thick or thin areas, you'll have weak areas in clay. And you also might get a bubble. So take your clay and you put your sticks on each side of your clay slab and you start to roll it out. And what you want to do is get the clay level.
Oh, I see. How
with
clever
the level
is
of the
that?
sticks. And so you
So
have
when I put this on here.
This is excellent for a classroom teacher too, if they're interested in working with more clay. This is how you get the clay the same thickness when you have 25 students. You use these 2 little sticks. And it makes it hard.
Can a young child do this?
Yeah, and also, we're going to do a little loud noise here for a minute, but if kids can't get it, I have them. And this is a great exercise for that real high anxiety, hot movie. Yeah, I'm not going to do that for the TV.
Have they done studies on emotional children and different emotional problems with different types of art?
Oh, yes.
So
art therapy is going on. Mm-hmm.
So clay would be good for particularly what kind of child?
Well, it's really great for any child because it's working the 3-dimensional. It's elastic, and you can make mistakes and you erase them. Oh. And so it's much more forgiving than a piece of a line on a paper. Yeah. So no.
But it seems like a kid that likes to hit things could hit this.
Oh, they could, and I give them a big lump, and then they can go. And it also strengthens the hands for young children.
Oh, so a senior citizen could use it.
And it's also good, get some frustrated senior citizen out there.
No, I mean it would strengthen their hands.
Yeah, but it does strengthen it, and using your left and right hand, you're developing brain coordination too. So it's got a lot of good reasons.
And what is this thing?
So this is canvas, and it's just canvas. I got it at the Olympia sales shop down there. They sell canvas, and the heavier the canvas, the nicer it is, and then your clay does not stick to the board. So that's a real key too to working with clay, is making sure it doesn't stick.
Well, and I like that you don't mess up the mom's tablecloth.
That's
you
right.
Just have it on this neat, tidy.
So today we're going to work on Frosty the Snowman and a snow tree. That's the plan. So we're going to take this slab of clay when we roll it out, and part of it we're going to cut out a little, like an ice flow, something with a curve to it. A little shape, something like maybe like that.
I'm already behind.
It can be an irregular shape, but some type of shape like this. Round, like a oval with a little irregularity to it.
Why is this clay so cold?
Well, it's been out in the car.
Oh.
Yeah. And I think, I'm not sure why it's cold, but that would probably be the only reason.
It's very cold.
Yeah. And so you have your little piece that you're going to start with. Now that's going to be for Frosty. And then the other piece we're going to take and we're going to roll that out some more. And
this
we're going
one?
That one we're going to set aside for Frosty, okay? And then the next one, we need kind of a triangle. So you don't have to roll out a whole bunch, but we're going to make a tree, and I call them the snow trees.
Do we use these sticks again?
And you can use the sticks again to get the right thickness of clay. And we're just looking for a triangle shape.
So where does terracotta come from? Is it from North America?
Well, more from South America. And
is
in the
there-
Southwest, there's lots of red clay.
Is there infinite supply, or will it eventually?
Yeah, I think there might be in all the desert areas and everything.
We're not robbing the.
Yeah, no, we're not. We're not hurting the
The
planet
earth
in
of
any
its
kind of
clay.
way. So you're going to cut out a triangle shape with a little round bottom. So you're going to have a little triangle shape. And this is going to be the beginning of your snow tree shape. So once you get your triangle cut out, I'm going to roll mine a little thinner. I think I have it a little bit thick. There we go. Then you're going to press the two edges together and create a cone.
Oh.
Yeah, like
Well, you
this.
did that quickly.
Well, it's pretty easy. It's just a triangle into a cone, and then the inside is hollow. Now, you can stuff a piece of paper in there to keep the shape, but I think we won't probably need to do that.
Now, does this have to be fired, or can
Yes,
you
it will
let
be fired, and in a kiln. The kilns go up to about 2,000 degrees, so it's
Ooh.
not like the oven at home.
So you can't just bake in an oven at home?
No, there are some clays for oven baking, but this is just regular hand-building clay.
And
called
where does a
terracotta.
person buy clay? Is it hard?
Well, there's not too many places, but we do have a manufacturer in Tacoma. Clay Art, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and you can go there and you don't
Get
have to
different
be.
kinds of clay?
Oh, they have every kind of clay and glaze and different clay tools, and it's actually a fun field trip. So you start off with a cone, so you have this beginning of a tree shape, okay? Then you're going to take small pieces of clay and you're going to start at the base and you're going to put on the branches, this area
What
here.
about the seam? Did you say what to do with
Oh,
that?
I just rubbed it over. You rub the seam just a little bit because it's going to all be covered up anyway. And so you're going to roll a ball and you're going to flatten it in a fairly good sized ball. And you're going to start a circle of these around the bottom. And you go from the bottom up so the later ones overlap. So you're going to take just a nice little
Now, is there a
circle
problem
ball.
with those falling off?
No, when you put them on, you rub one edge so it becomes bonded with the clay. You
Okay.
really rub that. And so, no, they do fall off once in a while if they're not secured. Clay does shrink about 13%.
Oh, really?
So it
And
moves. And
you don't ever use water to help seal
you
that?
can, but we have nice wet clay tonight, and so we don't have to.
Okay.
There's a lot of times to use water. If your clay was on the dry side, you might even use a hand sprayer and spray.
Oh,
Yes,
that's a
that's
good-
another good way to, especially if your clay is wet, is dry.
What
Now our clay is really wet.
Yeah,
if
it's
you add
dry.
too much water with clay, it loses its structure.
Oh.
Yeah, so it'll just kind of melt like frosting into
Oh.
a puddle.
Could you
So
ever
y-
use a toothbrush? to
Yep,
do that?
you can use a toothbrush. All kinds of things you can use just from the kitchen. So you're going to roll balls, you're going to flatten them, and you're going to start to build your base.
I'm still working on my tree.
Oh, that's okay. I'll go ahead
The
and.
first one I did was too thin.
Okay, and you can make a smaller tree too. That size
Oh.
is just fine.
Right here?
Yeah, that'll be just fine. Let me see. You can make it even a little bit thinner because it is the tree. It's not the base. Great. And then you're just going to take this, and we have a needle tool, but we also, for kids' safety, just your brochette work
That's what
great
that's
for
called, a
kids.
brochette? I thought it
Yeah.
was for shish kebabs.
Well, for shish kebabs or brochettes, right? Aren't they
okay.
are they the same thing?
I haven't done that show yet.
I haven't me neither. So you're going to cut out a little triangle, a little round at the bottom. Doesn't have to be anything exact or fancy. And then you're going to stand it up on end, pinch it together. And
Yeah,
then,
mine was, but it's so thin.
well, we'll make it a little thicker by putting on some more.
That's why we did it, because mine was so thin.
Yeah, it'll be all
Looks
right.
thin again.
Well,
Looks like
it'll
a
it'll
hat from
fit
Harry
right on
Potter.
here
Looks like a
just fine.
wizard.
In fact, it's even large for this, so it'll
Okay.
be just fine. Yeah, we're doing like a little
the
miniature
artist's
snow
hands at
scene.
work.
Yeah, there you go. So now take your little balls,
Can I
roll
start
them
building it already?
and flatten them.
Okay, about the size of a penny or so?
Uh-huh. quarter, penny, whatever. And then as they go up, they get smaller, just like regular boughs. So you take a ball, smash it so it's a nice round circle, rub it so it is on really good, and then turn and
Now,
keep
if we
building.
finish this, it would take forever, wouldn't it?
Oh no, it goes real fast once you get it down. This goes very fast. So we'll build it up.
And you know, a person could start making Christmas gifts any time of the year. It's
Oh
not too
yeah,
soon.
and well, winter,
Especially-
you know, and not everybody's practicing Christmas, so I always stick to winter. Winter is always a fun. I do my seasons, and so fill in there a little bit. Yeah.
But I mean, if they're watching this show, what I mean in spring,
Oh yeah, it'd be great to start at any
to
time.
start at any time.
And these
especially if you're
trees
giving-
are really fun to add to those little scenes that they have, the snow scenes of the miniature houses. And
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I've added my trees. My mother has a snow scene, and
These are so beautiful.
and aren't they? And I've had them purple and pink and
And did you
all
make those,
colors.
or did the kids make those?
Those children made. Yeah.
Oh, they're just precious. So do you have these around your house? These little
Yes,
trees?
I do. Well, I pull everything out for the seasons, you know. So-
Yeah, because, you know, if people wait till the holidays to do a lot of this stuff, they're so busy making cookies and running
Well,
around.
you know,
that
it's
you might
all
as well make 'em
priorities,
now.
and some people love to make art. And
Yeah.
more important than buying that plastic thing.
Right, but I'm just thinking since they're seeing this show in March,
Oh yeah.
that maybe instead of waiting to do this,
Oh yeah, they could do it anytime.
that they could do it.
Yeah. And some
early so that
some
they would
people
have
are
them
that
ready to go.
organized, too.
Oh, a lot of people are. A lot
Oh,
of
yes.
people think of Christmas year-round.
Yeah. So I try to find, see, and you see you starting to build the tree up here. See?
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, and then as you glaze it, you get that kind of, you can do a white and green combination, or purple, or blue. But as you go up the tree, and you, of course, there's,
Have you
get
ever-
a little bit smaller. You just
Yeah.
work your way up the tree.
Have you ever done that local Christmas tree forest? Have you ever seen that?
Oh, are you talking about the one in Tacoma?
No, the one in Olympia.
I'm not sure which one.
Oh, you can decorate trees. People, you haven't seen them? They decorate trees with round themes.
Oh, are you talking about the fundraiser for St. Peter's Hospital?
Maybe.
And they decorate trees and sell them and auction them off?
Maybe.
I'm thinking maybe that's
It's-
what we're thinking.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Anyway, I was thinking these
No,
would
I've
be
never
beautiful.
done that, but it would be fun.
These would be beautiful.
Yeah.
Mine's kind of a rough one too. Yours is much
well,
smoother.
and they are. The Northwest trees are rough. The wind blows them, and
Good point.
you know, and every tree we have, it's just different. You know, the way the wind has hit it, or it sets in the sun.
That's
or
true.
It's got rocks at its base, or so you're just working this on up, and see, yours is coming along really nice. And
Well,
yeah,
you're
and keep
right.
working on the
Even
other
though-
side.
yeah, I
and-
haven't done anything
yeah,
here.
Keep turning it, and it builds. Just goes
So you
right up to
turn
the
it as
top.
you make these little.
And the kids will do these, and they might put like maybe just 3 or 4 boughs on it, you know, and the younger ones, you know.
Oh.
And then the older ones, they'll just like, oh, it's got to be absolutely perfect,
Yeah.
you know. So,
Are they still pretty cute with just
oh,
a few
they're
boughs?
totally fun. Totally fun.
Oh, each one has its own personality.
Yeah. So I think I'm going up too high. I'm going to go down a little low. Well, I'm
Hey,
looking at the size
right.
of my icy flow here, and I'm going, that tree's a little big.
Well, then you'll
So,
be done
see.
faster.
Well, that way I can show you the snowman. too.
Well, that'd be nice because we have only 10 minutes left in our show.
Oh, perfect. Well, I'm going to go ahead and
So
finish
I'm
my
going to
short
start
little
mine
tree.
ahead.
You were worried about the height, but and they also the last part, the top is really important. If you look at trees
Okay.
in Mother Nature, you'll see that every top to every tree is a little bit different.
Never noticed that.
Oh yeah.
I like the hemlocks though, the way they kind of loop
Oh
over
yeah,
at the top.
They fall over the top. Yeah.
Western hemlocks at least.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
So there's our tree, and it's just really simple. And
I
the
would like
the younger have personalities that look different than the older kids. But
Yeah.
this can be fun for any age.
I would like to see that glazed white.
Wouldn't
think
that be
would
beautiful?
beautiful.
Okay, so we've got our tree. All right, now Frosty. We have just a few minutes.
Oh, I see. This was the stand.
Yes.
That's
yes.
all this is a stand?
Well, I like having stands under things when you do clay because
really?
there's less breakage.
Then do you
less.
bake that piece all together as one component? And it
So let's
doesn't
do
fall
some-
off. The
it
tree
do-
doesn't.
Well, it doesn't. You can make it so it won't. But right now I can lift it off. So you want to start with Frosty. Then you're going to make 3 balls, and you can roll a ball between your 2 hands. You can also roll it on the table like this. Okay. So with younger children, sometimes they're doing that.
How young are the children that you work with in your school?
3 years old to
Really?
12. Yeah.
Are those the youngest children? 3-year-olds, pretty much?
And I often with them, I will get the clay and I'll get it kind of ready, to propel them into getting it done.
So the younger they are, the more
Oh,
assistance
yeah.
you give
And
them.
then they get into it and they'll make snow people families. We had one, I don't know how many family members are on this one.
Oh, that's so
But they're
sweet.
all. And so then you set one on top of the other. Now you can score these. Scoring means that you're etching the surface on both pieces and putting them together so that they bond, kind of like your hands.
Do I have
they
to score it
bond.
before it goes on the
Now, what I
platform?
do is, especially if I'm doing a classroom of children or young children, I will just take my finger like this, Diane, and rub a little bit. So
Okay.
it holds together.
So do you do that before you put it on the platform?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You bet. And I do it for younger children. I try not to change their artwork at all because I want it to all be
Yeah.
theirs, but I also don't want the head rolling onto the floor. So I just go down the back side with my thumb, and I rub just a little bit. It doesn't
Okay.
change the shape. Now, the other thing that happens is, and you can see some of these snow people are big. So one of the nice little suggestions I had years ago from a teacher is when you have thick things with children in clay, then put an air hole, a sizable one, inside of it.
So it doesn't
Right,
blow
so
up?
I've taken the end of that and just
Ooh.
to show, I have a nice big hole in there. If anything is more than, let's say, 1/3 to 1/2 inch thick, the chances for air to trap or moisture to trap to create a crack or blow up increase. So you want to give air vents. That's a really big way of
So you
making
just
it.
have one in there.
And then I'm going to put an air vent in the bottom of my clay right here. See what I'm doing here? And I'm going to match these two up.
Oh,
So that it
how
goes all the
smart
way
is
through.
that? So nothing's going
Just
to
to
blow
show
up.
again where my tree is standing, the tree is hollow on the inside. And there's my snowman standing there. Now the tree is hollow. I want to put a hollow place where I'm going to set it in the clay. Okay. And so I want this tree to be able to breathe from the inside.
Oh,
and
that's
then you can secure it
beautiful.
to the base.
What a-
Okay, so you have a little snowman going, and then you can take and have eyes, and I pinch the nose. We've added the nose, but if you pinch it, it's more likely to stay on. So you pinch a little tiny pinch there, and put your eyes on, and buttons down the front. Now, there are a few things we've done beyond just the snowman. Here's how you make a little hat, okay? So you take a little circle.
Oh, wait. So I got the hole there. I got the hole there. I matched up. Do I score anything?
Nope, just set it on, and then you can take, and you can rub on the, around the base here and connect it, because we know there's a hole inside, okay? Now it's, yeah, there you go. Now, to make a hat, you're gonna make a circle, and you're going to do like a pinch pot. You're going to stick your finger in and make a hole, and then you're going to rub it all the way around to make a head on the hat. I mean, a point on the hat.
Okay.
There.
Now, why are you using terracotta? Why could you use any clay to do this?
Well, you can. We have, it's a low-fire clay that's non-toxic for children. Some clays are toxic. So here's the hat.
Oh, this is non-toxic? Mm-hmm. And other clays are toxic?
There are some that are.
What's a toxic clay?
Well, there are clays that have
A lot of lead or
lead in it, and there's different things. Different artists use different things.
Show me the shape for that hat. That's too darn
Okay,
cute.
you just take a circle, just a little
We
ball.
only have like 5 more minutes.
And you put a hole in the middle,
Wait,
and
wait,
then
wait.
you rub, and then you pinch it. It's a pinch pot.
Instead of a pinch pot, it's a pinch hat.
It's a pinch hat.
That is the
And
cutest
then
darn
you can come
hat.
back like this.
I wonder, have our cameraman, oh, that's a good close-up. The artist's
And
hands.
so your finger's in that little hole making
Here,
the
put
crown
that
of
on
the hat.
my guy. Hopefully they
Okay.
can get a close-up of that.
They all have different personalities.
I hope they saw yours. Maybe, you know, this clay might be in the way.
There we go. Oh, that's a great one. Now,
Oh, that's a
you can
wonderful
add,
shot.
the fun thing about these is you can make a
that's a
snow
really good shot.
family.
Yeah?
You could put a scarf
Is that
on
Mom?
one and an apron on the other.
Oh, let me see you do
So
that.
here's a scarf. You roll out a coil, and you can flatten it a little
What
bit.
a wonderful
And
holiday
then
gift.
you can put little scarf, whatever those fringes.
Oh.
And then you can just take and wrap this around. Okay.
No matter what time of year they're watching this show, it'd
Yeah.
be nice to start something like this.
Well, you know what's
To decorate
fun?
the whole house with
Yeah,
your-
and then you put these away, and then as your child grows older, you still have
That's
that
what my sister
beautiful
does.
moment in
Every
time
year for
saved.
Thanksgiving, my sister brings out little things that she doesn't have real expensive decorations. She brings out the little art creations that
Saves
my
them.
niece and nephew made in second grade, and they're in their 20s now, and they are precious. They're family heirlooms.
So one of my teachers she put holes in the side of her snow person. And so she made it so that later the kids could go out and get
Put little
and
sticks.
they could glue the sticks in.
How
But you don't fire 'em with the
they got your
sticks, but
tree. I
later-
hope they can see your little
Later
snowman.
you could.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah. Later you could put sticks in.
There he
but
is.
if you put little indentations to put a little glue in there.
That hat's
you could put-
adorable with the little scarf.
And they just totally have personalities.
Little
and,
scarf.
And so every one of them is different.
Yeah.
And there's.
Then do you fire this different colors, or
Well,
do
first
you
you fire
glaze
it.
it?
If first you let it. Now something like this that's kind of heavy, I would let. It would need to sit at least 10 days probably.
Ooh, okay.
Because you want to make sure it's completely dried out.
Okay.
And then it gets fired, and then it comes out hard, and then
Then
we
you
paint
glaze it.
Then we paint it with glaze, and it comes out like some of these trees.
So you could glaze this green and this white.
Green and white and whatever you wanted. Yeah.
Wow,
Isn't
that's
that fun?
cute.
So that's our
Yeah.
program tonight.
We're down to
Let
2
it
minutes.
snow.
Yeah,
Let it snow.
Not in March.
Oh,
By
well,
March,
I still
it
have
better not be
another
a
little
snow.
thing I can show you, a quick little
Yeah,
idea.
if you got a little 2-minute.
I got a 2-minute idea. I love snowflakes.
Looks like a
And
cookie.
maybe you can hold that and they can focus that.
I'll hold it,
And I'm
please.
going to roll out a piece of clay here really quickly. Let's set this here.
You're so fun.
Okay. Well, it's pretty fun. Art's pretty fun. You can keep going forever. Believe me, I have been going a long time. So
How long has the Mariah Art Institute
I
been?
don't know, but I think about 27 years. I don't know.
No, not
Long
that long.
time. I'm getting
Really?
older, yeah. So I rolled out a slab. I took a cookie cutter, cut out a circle. Which
That really
fun.
is a cookie cutter?
Yeah, it really
You
is.
make a cookie that
Yeah,
big?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
they do. They
All
can.
right.
Then I take a snowflake ornament
All right.
and I press it into the clay. I roll it in so that it really gets the real detail of that little ornament. I peel it off like that, carefully. Okay. And then I don't have any, I would put a piece of paper in between here, but I could use
So somebody could do this
you
with
can
at
mold
Easter.
this by putting a surface and bending it around it. And that's how I got the
But somebody
this round
around
shape.
Easter, they could do this kind of thing with Easter egg
Yeah,
or Easter.
anything, yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you are pressing into clay
Uh-huh.
and creating a relief, then you can do it. You
Any.
can do dog, cat, Easter.
Oh, how
whatever,
cute would that be?
Whatever.
Well, we've
Halloween.
got to wrap it up.
Okay, so there's
So,
our fun
thank you,
winter.
Diane.
And hopefully
if-
give people a couple hints to
Yeah.
be successful.
Yeah, and if you want to get a hold of Diane, your website, is it your website that's
Yes,
following this?
we have a website,
www.mariahartschool.org. Thank you, Diane.
Thank
and
you. So
thank
good
you
to
to our
see you
home
again.
audience. Tune in again sometime. Thanks to a fabulous crew, Jim, Bob, Jerry, and Tom. Bye, and bye, Mr. Feeney.